Hey everyone, this is Alvin on behalf of Neil Napier and the rest of the KVsocial team. Before I get started, I just want to make sure that you can hear me. Just give me a quick yes or one in the chat if you can hear me just fine. And if you see breakthrough AI turns skeptical strangers into subscribers, leads, and sales on a whole new level on your screen. All right, let me know if the audio and video is coming through loud and clear, because I'm getting some pop-ups here in GoToWebinar that there seems to be some technical problems. So I just want to make sure that you're not getting that issues on your end as well. All right, perfect. So I'm getting a yes from Joffrey, a one from Armand, and yes, yes, yes from a couple of friends there. Perfect. So I hope um, everyone is getting the same clear or crystal clear feed as well. All right. So today is we're gonna focus on AI technology that's gonna help you generate more sales and generate more leads, and how this can be a game changer because it's a smarter way to personalize the experience of your customer without actually having to hire someone full time to do that, or having to deal with it all together. All right. So now, just to give you a quick background, we will be selling you or providing you a link to a software at the end of the call. But today's call is going to be all about showing you why this is something that you might want to consider if you're someone who is struggling with the conversion rate, whether it's going to be leads or sales on your website. Okay? All right. So, AI technology. We've seen this. It's not it's not just science fiction. We have seen this on cars. We have seen this on Google Assistant. We even see this in Siri. Now, all those are good and great, but you can't really use those technologies in your website. In a way, you can use it on your device. You can use it on your computer, but it doesn't really apply to your website because that kind of technology is complicated and somewhat very hard to use if you are someone who's going to apply it on your own business. But what I'm going to show you today is something that will apply the same kind of technology and will practically automate 99% of the process. Okay, so if you're someone who wants to get things done, or who wants to get things done faster without having you to do work more, if you're someone who love automation, then you are on the right call, and because that's what we are gonna detail here. Now, we've seen this a lot. You've seen pop-up ads and overlays and, well, somewhat dumb video avatars that gives everyone the same message. Now, having the experience personalized to every customer makes a lot of sense, right? So if you go to a retail store, if you go to, let's say, a dealership, they don't tell you the usual stuff that every customer wants to hear. Where they don't tell you, hey, these are our best cars, these are our best selling cars, these are what's selling right now, right? If you hear the same message that they give to every customer, then you don't feel as if that business is listening to what you have to say. And that is a big problem. If you don't personalize the way you greet and talk to your customers, you're losing out on a lot of sales, a lot of potential leads. And that's why hard selling doesn't work. That's why when you go to a retail store, you go to a dealership, they always ask you what kind of car you're looking for, what is your best or your biggest priority, when deciding what to buy. Now, these are probing questions, right? Probing questions that personalize the experience of every visitor. Now, if you do have a website, it's impossible to do this. It's impossible because you have so much traffic and you can't, it's not human to operate 24 hours, 7 days a week. And this doesn't mean that just because you can't personalize it, you just send out the same message over and over again. You're gonna lose 97% of all your traffic, and maybe perhaps 3 or 5% of that will convert into a lead or a sale. So you're losing out 95% of your potential. And that's why having to personalize the experience for every customer is and always will be the number one priority if you want to increase your conversions. Pop-ups are great, overlays are great, but they don't personalize the experience. It's the same message over and over again. And that's why even now, right, even now, retail stores have been using this for decades. Having someone to man or to greet every customer, ask what they want, and tailor the product based on what their feedback is what that's actually the reason why a lot of retail stores close near 40-50% of all traffic that they get. It's because of that personalization for every person that visits the store. But we're going to take that into the 21st century because if you're doing that on your website, then you must be someone who work 24/7. Must be like a robot, right? So if you do want to automate that entire process without losing out any of the benefits, then this is going to be the right call for you. Now, let's say for example, we want to apply the same kind of system that the retail stores use. So that means you want to hire real people. And hiring people to chat and talk to your customers, even on just a website, even if you're just gonna hire someone halfway around the globe for $3 to $5 per hour, it is still considered very expensive. And the solution for this is using artificial intelligence so that you can personalize the experience of every customer without you having to lose your sales or potential leads. Because if you don't customize the experience, it's gonna suck for your customer. They will feel that you're not really listening to them, and you really feel that this website is just gonna be the same old experience that they get from every other website. So what is the solution to this? What is the solution to help you get around the expensive setup of hiring real people? And what is the bottom line on how you can personalize the experience? The answer is artificial intelligence. Now, who here is familiar with Siri or other like Google or perhaps Google Assistant for those who are using Android? Give me a one if you're familiar with machine learning or artificial intelligence. You don't have to know all the technical details, but if you have used them in the past. One, one, one. Maybe um, some people like Nelson is saying, hey, saying no. Okay. If you go right, if you go to a better well-known AI is Alexa, right? Is Amazon's Alexa, and pretty much every major tech player or major tech company right now is investing on artificial intelligence because it is the future. Right now, you even have, I think it was Google Duo, where you have a computer talking to real people as if they're real people. So imagine if you're a business who's able to take advantage of that. That means less people to hire, but also without sacrificing the service level in your company. So instead of hiring 10, 20 people to man or to work on the chat, you only need one to handle escalations. So that's a 90% savings on your part. That's how powerful artificial intelligence is and why it will shape the future of the way we interact with computers and in the internet. Now, instead of just getting companies to use this technology, we want to use this as well in our own websites. So, on today's call is we're going to focus on how you can use and personalize the experience of every customer with artificial intelligence powered robots on your own website. So for those who are big fans of Terminator or RoboCop, think about being able to use something like that in your own site. Okay? So if you want to see this in action and how it works and how you can set it up, give me a yes or one right now in the chat. All right, let me see. Perfect, perfect. So James is saying one, Gerhard is saying one, Gary is saying one, Colin is saying one, and yes from Irene as well. Perfect. So let me just get in, go on Google Chrome here. So from what you're guessing, this is a cloud-based software. There's really nothing to download or install. Okay, so right now you should be seeing, well, projects under my AIWIS account. So give me a yes if you see that. All right, perfect. So you should see two projects right now. First is Neil Napier for kvapproved.kvo.com, and the other is, well, it's a placeholder, is for google.com. Okay, so let me show you how this works. So let's say, for example, I'm gonna create, let me just move go to webinar here. All right, I'm gonna click on create new project, and this project is going to be same thing, KV approve. There we go. And I want to add this here. Let's say, for example, AIWIS. And let's say for AI technology, AI robot technology. There we go. Category, you can just add anything here. Marketing. And our keyword would be AI robots. Automated sales. There we go. Let's say we can add that in as keywords. Now, if you have, let's say, for example, a e-commerce platform built into your WordPress, or say if you're using this for Shopify, you can also enable abandoned cart here. So if you have an e-commerce website, this is going to be an awesome add-on to make sure that, well, any person who might have abandoned their order will get a follow-up to increase your sales. Okay, but since we're not using any e-commerce platform here, we're just gonna leave this unchecked for now. Okay, so we're gonna click on create. There we go. And now we have our project here. Okay, so from here we can set up a name. So our name would be, let's say, for example, is consultancy. Okay, there we go. So next thing we need to do is select a trigger. Now the trigger, as you can see from here, oh, I can't select it. So we have 4 options here. So this trigger will only happen if, let's say, for example, this traffic is coming from, like, say, organic traffic, so no resource, or if the traffic is coming from a autoresponder link. So if you're sending out an email for them, and you want to customize those, or customize the experience of those who are already on your list. Let's say provide a special coupon or something like personalized video, you can do that here as well. You can also customize the trigger to be coming from social network. So if it's coming from Facebook, they will have a different experience altogether. Of course, if they try to exit, or perhaps they try to abandon cart, for example, and let's say if they add products into the shopping cart, but just close it. So if they visit again, they will see or experience a different thing on the website. All right. So Gary is asking, does this work on both HTML and WordPress? Yes, it works on both HTML, PHP, and WordPress. Okay. So with that out of the way, let's actually try and set up a new campaign here. Okay. Let's say, for example, the link, or the link is coming from our autoresponder, right? So let me actually put this back here. Let me change out the link. I think I have this wrong. This should be AIWIS. There we go. All right, so let's go back here. Okay, perfect. So that works. Okay. All right, so let's add a trail here. Let's say, for example, this is going to be consultancy, and the trigger is coming from an autoresponder link, or say let's just make it general. There we go. Next is, once we have set up a trigger, we can set up an action here, or the next step to our workflow. So we have a delay, we have a condition, we have an action, and we have a social interaction here. So let's say, for example, the delay. Oh, let me just move this around. Go to webinar. It's actually blocking some of the icons here. Let me try to remove this. Oh, or that not just fully extend this in any way. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's click on create. There we go. All right, so we have created the trial here. So the step is we're gonna click on delay. Let's say the delay is that this action will not show up until, right, until, let's say, 10 seconds in. Click on update. There we go. And once you set up the delay, we can add more things here. Let's say, for example, the action is to show, all right, a, let's say, a face. Now this is your AI face, not your typical, or not your picture here instead. So from here is we can have a voice that can play, right? So we have the option to enable language intelligence. This means if someone who visits the site on, let's say, for example, from Turkey, it will play a different sound altogether, right? So for example, hey, welcome to KVsocial. I can play this. There we go. And we can select pretty much every major language here as well. And it will customize the language based on where the traffic is coming from. All right. Of course, you can also add the message you want to play here. You know how can I help you. You can also enable text, and of course, this will automatically update as well. Right? So let's say my customize this even further. So in here I have several options here. So if I'm someone who's logged in or the Facebook, this will automatically grab the name on my account. So I can add a name here. There we go. So if I'm logged in, it will show welcome Alvin. Let me know how I can help you. All right. And you can also have location here. We have time, last visit, last page, and even a short video that you want to add. So you can add this position or this um, robot face either bottom left, bottom right. So let's just gonna add this to bottom right, and I'm gonna have a call to action here. Let's say the call to action goes to http link.kvsocial.com/awis. I'll get access now, and this button will be added on the center. Or there we go. So select a button color. Let's say I want to add this to warning. Click on update, and there we go. Now we can set up additional stuff here as well. I can add a form if I want to show something here. Alright, I can configure a face for this. As you can see, we have multiple faces here. So can everyone see this, by the way? Let me just highlight this one. Can everyone see this? This is what I mean with the AI face. Let me know if you see this. The one being highlighted right now with an arrow. Give me a 1 if you see that on your screen. Alright, perfect. Now, as you can see from here, each action has a replay, offer, exit, welcome, and stop. Right? And this actually gives customers more control on how the website interacts with them. This actually really helps with conversions. Right? You can have multiple faces as well. So you have Genesis or the classic Genesis. You have Amy, Ian, Isabel, Sprocket, and William here. So you have multiple faces that you can use on the site. Now, as mentioned earlier, it is broken down into 5 parts. So you have welcome, exit, offer, replay, and stop. Okay, so let me show you how this works. So let's say for example, all right, let's say for example, I want to have a welcome here, right? All right, I'm William. How can I help you today? All right, there we go. So let's say there's no link for that. And then try to exit. It will say, don't miss this. Special offer. There we go. And let's say we add a link to this. And our link would be http link.kvsocial.com/awis. All right. And we can also have a special link here. Special offer. All right. Click the link to get the special offer. You can have a link here. You want to use the same link as here as well. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna put in here. Stop. Sorry to bother you. I'm going to be silent until you need my help. There we go. So we can also customize the color as well. All right, let's say for example, everything will be white for now to make it a lot easier. There we go. And so the eyes is gonna be blue. I'm gonna click on save, click on update, click on next, and here is where I can either install this on a HTML or PHP website, or I can install a plugin here and use this special installation code that will link my WordPress plugin into this specific campaign or trial. Okay? All right, so before I proceed, let me know if everything is clear so far on the setup process. So you have somewhat of a cool workflow that allows you to customize every single aspect on how your customers will be able to interact with your AI robot. All right, so I'm going to open it up for perhaps 1 or 2 minutes of questions before we wrap things up and talk about the installation process. Okay, let's see. So yeah, this works with Kyvio, and it also works with other landing page builder that allows you to add some anything that actually allows you to add a script. So you should be able to use this with ClickFunnels. You should be able to use this with InstaBuilder, WordPress, OptimizePress, and many others. As long as it allows you to add scripts into the header section. Okay. All right. Um, okay. Now, so I have a question here from Colin. How many questions can be asked and answered, and how do they know what questions are going to be asked? It doesn't really know what questions are going to be asked. It's more on a keyword basis. So let's say, for example, right, this is not a chat platform, by the way. So let's say, for example, we're going to add a new thing here, and say our action is going to be, well, let's have a condition first. Let's add a condition. Let's say the condition is if the visitor have returned, all right, greater than 1, an update, and we're going to add a social interaction here, right? So yeah, again, it doesn't answer questions, but what it allows you to do is customize the experience of every visitor. All right, so if that person has not visited the site before, so you're gonna have here, for example, another action, and which the action is going to be, you can add your autoresponder here. There we go. I can add a form code here as well. I'm gonna use this one here, and yeah, there we go. So instead of losing that visitor forever, it's gonna show an opt-in form if they have visited the first time. If they have visited multiple times already, it's gonna ask them to share and like the Facebook fan page. So yeah, it's a very good way to customize the experience of every person who comes to your website. So it doesn't answer any chats or anything. All right. So let me know if you have any other questions before we proceed with the installation process. All right. So let's click on next for now, and let's actually try to install this on, well, first let's try to do WordPress. Here we go. All right, so let's try installing this on a WordPress site, for example. Okay, so since I'm using WordPress, I'm gonna manually install this. All right, so I'm gonna download a plugin first. There we go. And once I've downloaded the plugin, I'm gonna go to my WordPress site. So just to make sure, by the way, can everyone see the dashboard right now for the WordPress site? I just want to make sure that everyone is seeing the same page. Sometimes there is a bit of a delay when you go to webinar. Okay, all right, perfect. So just like with any regular plugin, we're gonna choose plugins here. So again, it doesn't matter if you have other plugins installed already on the site, if you have WooCommerce, if you have your Shopify store built into your WordPress site, you can actually make this work together with that. Okay, so it will play nice with other plugins as well, or other themes that you might be using. So I'm gonna click on Upload Plugin. You're gonna choose File. I'm gonna add that in here. There we go. We have the zip file. Click on Open and click on Install now. All right, there we go. So it's now activated. So we're gonna open this up. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna go to the settings section and click on WP AIWIS. It's gonna ask me for my script ID. So here I can get that here. This is my script ID. Again, it's unique for every trial that you set up. Click on Save All Changes. And there we go. So what does the plugin do? The plugin actually allows you to quickly install this or AWIS to your WordPress site. That's pretty much it. So you still have to create a campaign through the AWIS dashboard, but the plugin actually just makes things easier to install it on your selected site. All right. Okay. So since I don't have this listed as a website here, I'm gonna add this one to this. So I'm gonna go to or go back to this, to the menu. Click on List. All right, let's see. And I'm gonna edit this campaign here. Okay, let's wait, give it a few seconds for the menu to load. And if you have any questions, let me know in the chat as well. Okay, let's do a quick reset here. What does a wish do again? I'm not sure what you mean, Bihal. What do you mean by wish? Okay, there we go. So we're gonna quickly edit this here. Click on Edit Project, and I'm gonna change this one to. All right, get your special offer. Click on Update, and let's actually check out if that that works. So I'm just gonna remove a few plugins here that I might already have, so that we can focus on. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. So what AWIS does is that it actually allows you to have a artificial robot or intelligent robot added to your website, and it allows you to interact with every visitor based on their geographic location, name, and of course have specific conditions based on how many times they visited the site or what websites they have or what web pages they have visited as well. So you can basically tailor-made your or every visit based on where the traffic is coming from, what pages they clicked on, what links they clicked on, so that you can have that personalized touch for every person who visits your website. Okay, so that's in a nutshell. That's basically what AWIS does for you. Oh, I actually closed AWIS. Hmm. Let me just log in again here. I got logged out for talking too long, perhaps. Let me see. Colin, we'll get to that in a bit. We're still in the process of installing the site, or the robot. All right. So since I did not set this up right, as you can see, different options here are all white. So I'm gonna make some changes here. Perhaps the color that I chose did not really work well with uh, with the text color. All right, so I'm gonna change that in a bit. Let me see. There we go. Let's configure the face here, and let's say I'm gonna make this to, let's say, oh, let's actually make it gray. Okay. Let's see if we can make it make it look like make it look readable at least. There we go. And the text would be, oh, let's actually make this black, and let's make the text white. Okay. All right. So click on save. Click on update, and let's do a quick refresh for this. Okay. Okay, I have a question here from Fidimuro. Can I use my voice? Let's actually try that. Let me see if it actually allows you to add a voice. I haven't really tried that, to be honest. Um, there we go. At the moment, no, you can't add your own audio to this, since it actually has automatic translation. Let me see if I disable language selection. Let me see. Yeah. So at the moment, you can't add your own voice recording here. You have to use the built-in voice recording, so that it will automatically change based on based on where the traffic is coming from. However, you can actually choose a video, add your own here. So just add the URL or the embedded link here if you want to use video. Okay, so going back to the example, as I mentioned earlier, so as you can see, we have 5 options here for the robot to interact with our customer. So if we see the welcome, it will play an audio file saying, hey, welcome to the website. Let me know if you need anything. Again, you can set it up here as well. the face section, as we did earlier. We can have it show the replay. And again, you can customize this based on any language here that you select on the voice section. So in my case, I play this as Turkish female. Let's actually choose English here because I wouldn't really know what she was saying since I don't speak Turkish. Click on update. Click on refresh. They are a bit different compared to VideoPal. You have to understand that VideoPal actually says the same message over and over again. This actually customizes the message based on the behavior, based on where the traffic is coming from, and based on the geolocation as well. So this is actually a bit more advanced compared to VideoPal. So if you're okay with not customizing the experience for every visitor based on where the traffic is coming from, what pages they visited, then VideoPal is good. But if you want to personalize the experience even further, this is where AIWIS comes in. Okay, so Fidi and B Hall, let me know if that answered your question and how is this different from VideoPal or Video Robot. Okay, perfect. So you can see, you should be able to see the robot here flying on our screen. And if we click on, so let me send this to you. Okay, the page is blank here because I actually haven't selected any page to go with this site. So if I select a home page for this, right? Let's say, for example, bonuses. All right, let's see if we, yeah, there we go. Yeah. So if you open up the site right here, you will see the robot on the top right corner, and you can have an offer here. It goes to our link. We can click stop as well. We can exit it out. We can hide this as well if we don't want to see that thing on the website. Okay, so why is this important to your website? First is that it actually allows you to deploy customizable video avatars, right? So it allows you to personalize the experience of every visitor based on, of course, their location as well. They can be able to get their name, location, time zone, and even speak the native language of where the traffic is coming from. You'll also be able to dynamically automate a lot of features that can increase the conversions of your website. All right, so basically, this is a quick example on how you can set this up to automate and improve your conversions. Let's say, hi, name, have something very special to share with you. I'd like to watch. I'd like you to watch a short video and let me know what you think. And after a couple of seconds or so, right, you can have a personalized message portraying or continuing what the video was all about. And of course, you can show the order button there as well. So after you have made your point on how awesome this and that product is. And of course, you'll be able to choose from 46 different accents, 4 realistic free voices from pretty much every major language that you can choose from. And all it takes are 3 simple steps. All you have to do is just create a behavior trail, right? You can create a simple action conditions that will take place based on where the traffic is coming from, like a trigger. Step 2 is to generate a code that you can add to any website, whether it's WordPress or KVio or any HTML websites. You just need to add a simple snippet code in the header section and you're good to go. And which brings me to step 3. All right. So, guys, if you want to use AIWIS into your website, and the first 10 people, I actually didn't mention this on the presentation, but the first 10 people to jump in will be able to get on call with me, and I'll actually help you set this up and help you use AIWIS in your own website. So I'm going to walk you through the setup process, which should normally take, with my help, 30 minutes or so. And if you do want to set it up yourself, you're free to do so as well. But again, I want to guide you through so that you can apply this technology in your website, because we think this is going to be very important when it comes to helping you with your conversions. All right. So along with that, we also have some other exclusive bonuses that we want to give access to you as well. All right. So let me get the list of bonuses here that you'll be able to get access to. There we go. I don't know what's happening here, but my internet is a bit slow for some apparent reason. Okay. So aside from the special call that we're gonna do one-on-one, we're also gonna be able to get access to Reactor, which is gonna be $100 per day income generating machine. We have the lazy profit engine as well. We have 43 done for you niche packs, list and slide, sales funnel mastery, follow-up emails as well. You're gonna get all 6 additional bonuses plus our exclusive bonuses, all for a one-time fee of $27. So if you want to get access to AIWIS and smarten up your website, the link to go to is link.kvsocial.com/AIWIS. If you're jumping in, let me know by typing in a 1 or a yes in the chat. If not, and if you're on the fence about this, let me know what is holding you back. All right, so this is also covered with a 30-day no questions asked money back guarantee. So if you feel that you're not sure if this is going to work for you, just give it a try with it. And if it doesn't help with your conversions within the 30-day period, all you have to do is just contact support, and we guarantee that you'll be able to get a full refund. Fidi, it just went live it just went live around 30 seconds ago. So please try the link one more time. Okay. Let me type that to you. There we go. All right. So, okay. So people are asking about the OTOs. Before I talk about any of the upgrades, let me know if everything's clear so far. Please do note that the pricing I'm showing right now on the screen is only valid until 3 p.m. Eastern today. Okay, so there's the alarm. I think the offer is now live, and you can jump in through our link there. So once you get access through our link, make sure to send out your JV Zoo receipt to our support system here, to our support ticket, so that we can schedule a call with you and help you set up your first AI robot on your website. Okay? All right, so since there are no questions about the main offer, we're going to move on to the upsell that we do recommend. So going back, so AIWIS is an awesome software if you want to use AI technology to reach more audiences by speaking their own language. You can customize the video avatars to work perfectly on any device. And of course, you get unrivaled artificial intelligence for insane opt-in leads and sales generation. And all it takes is just one snippet code to install. All right, so let's talk about the upsell here, which is the AIWIS Academy. Now, to be honest, this is somewhat of a more advanced tool. So remember that you are talking about conditions, you're talking about artificial intelligence to making your website smarter, right? To allow you to basically read your customers' minds and what they have to say or what they have to ask. So having a training behind this is very, very important, right? We all been there that we have an awesome tool, but we get so confused on how to set it up and how to fully maximize it. And this is what the academy is all about. You learn 5 major things. First is how to use AWIS to sell your products on websites for maximum conversions. You'll also be able to use AWIS to use the viral nature of social media platforms to get more traffic. How to structure the AWIS behavior trails, which are proven to bring in optimal engagements from your visitors. How to construct call to action so that they result in sky high opt-ins and sales, and of course how to use dynamic language intelligence to dramatically lower ad spend as well, so that you can speak the native language of anyone who visits your website. All right, so this is going to be a training that will be sold $47 a month, but during the early bird you can get in all for a one-time fee of only $39. All right, so if you have AWIS and if you really want to maximize and create full AI robots for your website, then this is going to be the training that we highly recommend that you do so that you can really create a full setup by yourself. And of course, if you do have a commercial license for this, you'll be able to sell this as a service as well. All right, so if you're jumping in for the main offer, give me a 1. If you're getting the Academy upgrade, give me a 2 in the chat. If you're on the fence, let me know what your question is in the chat so we can clarify any questions you may have. And again, as I mentioned earlier, this is covered with a no questions asked 30-day money back guarantee. So if you're not fully satisfied with the 30-day period, you can just contact support and get a full refund. That is our KV social guarantee to you. Okay, we never want to promote something or want to recommend something for you guys if it doesn't help you generate results. That's why most of our bonuses since a couple of months ago have been focused on helping you get a positive ROI, because at the end of the day, that is what is essential. Every software that you purchase is an investment, and we want to help you get at least 3 or 4 times your money back when it comes to generating results. All right, so if you're on the fence, let me know what's holding you back. And again, for those who did get access to the first 10 people who are on the call to get access to AWIS, make sure to send in your JV receipt to our support so that we can book a call with you and give you access to some exclusive bonuses as well that you can use to generate more leads and sales. Okay. All right, so let's give around 2 or 3 minutes for the Q&A before we wrap things up. All right, yeah, it's a cloud-based solution, so it works on either Windows, Linux. As long as you have a Chrome browser or internet browser, you should be able to work. So it's cloud-based. You don't really need to install anything on your computer. You just log in, and if you have a WordPress site, just copy a snippet code. If you have an HTML or PHP website, or use a landing page like Kyvio, click funnels, InstaBuilder, just copy and paste a script, and you'll be able to use that right away. And if you use WordPress, there is a built-in plugin that you can use as well. It's pretty straightforward. All right, let me know if you have any other questions. So I hope that answered your question, Irene, about the about the Mac compatibility. So our bonuses, let me just send you this, Mark. Let me see if I can get the link here. So aside from the 30-minute consultation and setup process with me, you'll also get these bonuses as I sent you the link. It really depends. If the person is logged in on the same browser, right, on Facebook, it should automatically get the name. Whether this robot is installed in WordPress or it's installed on a PHP or HTML website. Okay. All right. So yeah, since I don't see any other questions coming in, we're gonna wrap things up. So again, guys, if you have any questions, if you have encountered any problems with AIWIS, please you can contact AIWIS support via support@aiwis.io. If you need any help from us, our support link is also in the chat. It's support.kivio.com. All right, so guys, thank you for being on the call, and I do hope to see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.